Hi everyone. I'm going live on my business page as I really want to grow this page more. Like, I love my personal profile, but there's a limit as to how many people can be a part of your personal profile. Whereas this business page, if you like and follow it, it can grow so much further. And I really want to grow this page, and I really want to reach as many people as we possibly can with our loving community. So I'm going to be using this business page more often. If you're new to this page, make sure you're following so you don't miss a live. Yesterday I did a reading and it didn't save. So I'm just going to surrender and trust that that means that was more of like a practice reading, and that this reading for you guys today is really meant to be, and that this one will save. So I'm using the Quan Yin Oracle deck here. I work with Quan Yin. She's the Ascended Master, and I channel her messages, her energy in my sound healing, in my yoga classes, and also in my readings that I do. And I have this other deck, which is the Divine Quan Yin deck. So I 1000% believe that there's like divine and wild in everyone and everything. And that's why I have both sets of cards, because Quan Yin is all about that. Is like, we can be wild and free and untamed and really be able to trust ourselves while being divine, while being sacred, while being precious and serene and magical and amazing. So those are my philosophies. Those are things I enjoy teaching, and those are things I really hope resonate with you. I'm asking Quan Yin to bring forth any messages for right now, for in the present, and I'll also be doing a card for future. So sometimes I do 3 cards, which is past, present, and future. But today I'm feeling and hearing we need to do present and future. So I'm thinking a lot of you have questions about like where you are right now in life. I'm also hearing a lot of uncertainty. People are like, can I make plans? I don't know what's going to happen with COVID. I don't know what's happening with the borders. I don't know about my job. I don't know about life. Just like a lot of uncertainty. So there are things that like we used to care about before that we don't really care about as much anymore. And that's not a bad thing. I think people are scared to say that out loud. People are scared to say like, yeah, there's just certain things that I don't care about anymore. And that's supposed to happen. We're supposed to go through life. We're supposed to have experiences, because the more experiences you have, the more clear you get on who you are. And this is a message that came to me yesterday that I'm going to bring into this teaching today is we find ourselves / I find myself / spirit's telling me you guys find yourselves really trying to accept things. So you're always trying to be like, okay, this thing happened to me. I can't accept it. I want to change it. But the real question is, what are you accepting before those circumstances happen to you? So I do believe things are happening for you. Life's unfolding. Life supports you. But the question is, I'm going to say it again, what are you accepting before those circumstances? So a lot of the time when something happens to us, or like shit goes sideways, or we get bad news, or the day just isn't going well, we've almost put ourselves in that situation. So say if someone's being mean to you and not understanding you at all, and you're being put into a position that you're really hurt, like you're really shattered. Your feelings are shattered, your world is shattered. What led you to that situation though? Is this a person that in the back of your mind you've always kind of wondered about if you could trust them? Maybe it's a different circumstance where you're living in an apartment or a house and your landlord isn't being that great. Is it time for you to move? Did you kind of have that feeling before you got in there, like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay here long. This is just for now. So them treating you this way really means, yeah, it's time for me to go. That's an actual personal experience I'm also having right now. But that's something else that I'm hearing from a friend of mine who's having to move, and I was like, I think it just means like it's time. And that's the other question is, if this didn't happen to you, if this person wasn't mean to you, if the world didn't collapse around you, if you didn't find yourself in shitty situations, would you grow? Would you have moved? Would you have stayed there another 6 months? Would you have stayed friends with that person? Would you have stayed in a relationship that you weren't even happy in? So those are the bigger questions, the bigger picture messages that Spirit's telling me we all need is, what led you to those circumstances? What have you accepted for your life to lead you there? And then the follow-up is, would you have done anything different if those things wouldn't have happened? So when something really terrible happens, or it's like a push for change, you can almost thank it. And it's really overwhelming and annoying at the time, but know that you wouldn't have changed. And sometimes, I don't want to use the word tragic, but it's like that. Like tragic, dramatic things happen. And in order for you to finally step forward, it's like, there's nothing else you can do. You have to do this now in order to move in the direction that you need to go. So that's the big message that I've been getting. Ask yourself those questions. I'm going to lift up the cards now. I haven't looked at them yet. I also have my book, so that'll tell me like Quan Yin's message channeled into these cards, but then I'll also give you my own personal reading with the cards. So the first one, I haven't seen this one before. Anchor to fly. Okay. Second card. Remember me, the divine mother within. Okay, I'm getting goosebumps because I've never pulled these cards before, but can you see the similarities? It's like a woman holding onto a child, like spinning her around. And they're not even close to the deck. So if you counted like 1 to 40 or 1 to, these are 44. This would be number 9 in the deck when you first open it. And this would be number 23. So they aren't even close together in the deck. And like you're shuffling, so of course they get mixed up. But can you believe that? What? Okay. These are the times that I'm like freaking out in the good ways, because synchronicity and messages just light me up. So, Anchor to Fly, our first card. Again, I'm going to read what Quan Yin says, and then I'm going to give you my own message. You dream of taking flight, of living with a heart free to soar, your whole being unfettered by restraint as you rise up to meet your destiny. You yearn to experience the next exhilarating level of your life, something even more beautiful, wonderful, and uplifting than what has been. And so you shall. I am here to help anchor your growth so that your highest aspirations can be seated in this earthly world, transforming your hopes into reality, ensuring practical success for even your most transcendent, spiritually inspired visions. Have confidence in yourself and your work, and what you are capable of doing in the physical world. The desires you wish to manifest are placed in your heart for good reason. To bring them to life requires that you use all your skills and abilities. Don't pull back from the challenge of that growth. Isn't that like what we were just talking about? What? You are capable of success. You just need to keep applying yourself to the practical matter of taking one step after another. You're about to reach a new level in your life. You may soon feel like you're flying. This is good, but make sure to stay grounded, humble, and practical in your day-to-day pursuits. This will help you fly further for longer. So if you want to do the healing process with this, this is the blessing with it. Notice the weight of your body as you stand or sit quietly. Feel the weight of the organs in your body, the warmth of your blood in your veins, the beating of your heart, which you may feel more easily by placing your hand over the left side of your upper chest. Breathe in and out with several relaxing breaths. Say aloud, I call upon the blessings, protection, and intervention of Quan Yin. She loves me without conditions. Bless me with your wild grace to dig deep and reach high as I manifest my destiny. I trust in the laws of the natural world and understand the process of growth. You've completed your healing process. Okay, so that card does go along with the original message that I was first giving you, is those situations that you encounter, the people you meet, things align to allow you to fly, because you probably wouldn't have left the seat you were sitting in, the space you were living in, the people you were with, if those circumstances wouldn't have happened. So it's saying anchor to fly. So then come back to that first question. What are you accepting into your life, into the world? Anchor yourself in clarity with who you are and what you want to then allow yourself to fly. Second one, remember me, the divine within. All right, it's our last card here. I believe in you. I will never leave you, and I will never abandon you. I see the truth of you, and I know you're worthy. No matter how strong and grown up you become, or how vulnerable and small you may feel, I love you, my own wild child divine. Trust in me, the divine mother within you, to guide, comfort, and nurture you into the beautiful fullness of your divine destiny. Sometimes you may feel alone, not quite sure where or to whom you really belong to. This may make you feel frightened and insecure. We imagine dark happenings or feel consumed with anxiety and doubt. Or perhaps you struggle to feel, and instead have symptoms of the feelings we cannot quite find another way to express. You can't sleep, you can't unwind, you don't feel safe. These are signs that you need to get reconnected with the Divine Mother within you. If our human experiences of mothering have been neglectful, critical, controlling, smothering, or demanding of perfection, if they've denied us of brightness and talent, have asked too much or too little of us, and are based on fear, then we may well have trust issues with the idea of being taken care of. This oracle is a sign that the Divine Mother within you is helping you and guiding you from within now. She's heard your requests for help and is responding. If you're a channel, spiritual energy, or communicator, or if you're seeking to walk the path of spiritual guidance, the Divine Mother is acknowledging that she will be and already is working with you right now. If you're doubting ability to mother or care for yourself or others, remember that you have the love of the Divine Mother within you. Trust your connection to the Mother wisdom within. Healing process. I call on the Divine Mother Quan Yin, who loves me without condition. I now choose of my own free will to free myself from wounds related to mothering in this or any lifetime. I choose to acknowledge my unconditional worth as a divine wild child of the universe. I love that. I choose to support myself, to trust myself, and I ask the Divine Mother to assist me in living my best and fullest life with loving connections to others. If you can, give yourself a hug. It can be wrapping your hands around your chest, bowing your head. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can simply place both hands on your heart, close your eyes, breathe in deeply, slowly, and evenly. Imagine being safe, warm, and peaceful. In that space is the Divine Mother. You may see her or feel her. You may get your own messages. Just know how loved you really are. There's no comparison to this kind of love. There's no judgment. There's no criticism. There's just love. If you can, allow any resistance or fear to melt away and be replaced by a serene and expansive sense of peace. Rest here as long as you like. Your healing has completed. So I love this. So it's like trust in the messages you're getting in order to fly. And anchor yourself so you're humble, kind, in clarity of who you are. And this one's like, when you're flying, know that you can take care of yourself as well. That's the message I was getting reading that was sometimes we're always looking for other people to take care of us or to mother us, but sometimes we need to know our own worth, our own value, our own space, and to say, you know what? I need a minute. I need a day. I need to take care of myself because I know what's best for myself. I know where I'm supposed to be living. I know who I'm supposed to be friends with. I know who I'm supposed to date. I know what clothes I'm supposed to wear. I know what I'm supposed to eat. Really listening to your own divine mother within, to mother yourself as you continue this new path that feels unknown to you, but trusting your soul and your self-talk, that little voice within, trusting that it'll nurture you completely along that new path. I'm also hearing this could be like health things. So if you're feeling like you need to make changes health-wise, or even just like coming out of that feeling of like winter where we're hibernating more and now we're going to go walking and being in the sun more, trusting those messages of like maybe you need to change your eating a little bit. And I'm seeing a picture of like the way a mother feeds her child. The mother looks at the child and says like, you know, I'm going to give you the milk from me to you. I'm going to make sure that I eat right, so I'm nourishing you. As the kid gets older, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy you, beautiful child, the best food ever. And maybe you weren't mothered in that way, but you can mother yourself now in that way, like buying yourself the most nutritional things, making sure you go for the walks, making sure you get to appointments on time that you need for yourself, taking care of yourself on this new journey of flying. So I hope this resonated with you. Please do share, invite people to this page. You can comment below. If you find this has helped you in any way, also let me know. I love hearing your messages. And I'm going to be opening as musicians call it, a tip jar. So I'm going to add my email, and if you're really enjoying in my classes or my readings, I'll be doing more of these messages on here. You can send me an e-transfer as a donation. And for the rest of April and May, I'm going to be offering my readings at a discount. So usually they're $100, but they'll be $80 for a full card reading and full messages. So I'll do a complete one-on-one with you, or I'll do a full email of a whole reading, either in audio or typing. So if there's some things you want more clarity on, or you have questions, you just want to see what's coming next, let me know. I'd love to work with you. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I was going to say take care, but for real, call on that divine mother. Allow yourself to be taken care of. Get into the receptive mode. See you guys.